If that place that you really have to visit when you come to Aceh, then it must be the BAITURRAHMAN Grand Mosque. BAITURRAHMAN Grand Mosque, or here we call it as the MASJID RAYA, is a historical building that has existed since the glorious of Aceh Sultanate, and it has survived until today. BAITURRAHMAN Grand Mosque is a mosque located in the center of Banda Aceh City, Aceh Province, Indonesia. The BAITURRAHMAN Grand Mosque is a symbol of religion, culture, spirit, strength, struggle, and nationalism of the Acehnese people. The mosque is a landmark of Banda Aceh and has survived the 20 and over Indian Ocean tsunami. The original Masjid Raya, or Grand Mosque, was built in 1612 during the reign of Sultan Iskandar Muda. But some say the original mosque was built even earlier in 1292 by Sultan Alauddin Mahmud Shah. The original royal mosque featured a multi-tier attached roof, a typical feature of the Acehnese architecture. When the colonial administration of the Dutch East Indies attached the craton during the first Aceh expedition on April 10, 1873, the Acehnese attacked the Nile from the BAITURRAHMAN Grand Mosque. From some flares shot onto the Dutch roof, the mosque caught fire. General van Sweden promised the local rules to rebuild the mosque and create a warm place for mercy. In 1879, the Dutch rebuilt the mosque BAITURRAHMAN as a gift to and to reduce the anger of the Acehnese people. Construction only began in 1879 when the first stone was laid by Tengku Qadi Malikul Adil, who became its first imam, and was completed on December 27, 1881, during the reign of Sultan Muhammad Daud Shah, which is the last Sultan of Aceh. Many Acehnese initially refused to pray at BAITURRAHMAN because it was built by the Dutch, whom they were warring against. Nowadays, however, it is the source of pride for Banda Aceh. So, when I was a kid, when I was 5, I remember that there was a day that I called one of the worst days in my life, and actually it is until now. Because on that day, the earth was shocked. Everybody just running out of their house and just shouted, "Ikadi." And on that time, everybody just so panicked. And after that, my mom take me to our neighbor that has a car, and so my mom asked them to take me with them so I could survive. Yeah, he thought that I could survive. Well, actually, that is a very hard moment for me because that was my first time in my life to go far away from my mama. And yeah, I just crying all day long in the car, and you know, when everything returned to the conducive situation, and on the same day, and the armies let us to go back home, to go back to our village. So I was just so happy when we arrived in our village. I just running out, and after that, running out around the people, and after that, I'm looking for my mom. And yeah, that is actually one of the happiest day in my life, because I thought that I will never see that face again. I thought that I will never see her smiles again, but Alhamdulillah, I can still see it until today. Well, this mosque was a silent witness to the terrible incident, December 26th, 20 and over. That is when the tsunami hit Aceh, and for at least 170,000 people died on that moment. When all of the buildings, a lot of buildings collapsed, this mosque is still standing firm, and it only has minor damages such as the wall cracks. And 13 years after the tsunami hits Aceh, this is what you're gonna see exactly from the Masjid Raya BAITURRAHMAN. So actually they try to bring the atmosphere from Masjid Nabawi. Here you can see that they have for at least 12 electric umbrellas, so they can control it. They can control how, whether they want to open it or they want to close it, just like this one. This is the closed one. So yeah, they trying to bring that kind of atmosphere. And after that, you know, when in the previous time when we want to go to pray in Masjid Raya BAITURRAHMAN, we have to park our transportation on the side of road, on the road side. But today, when you go to the BAITURRAHMAN Grand Mosque, then you can park your transportation on the ground, in the basement. So the basement can accommodate for 254 cars and also for 347 motorbikes. Well, this mosque has inaugurated by the Vice President on 13 May 2017. Well, this mosque is one of the greatest mosques in Asia. That's why you have to go here. You have to come here when you visited Aceh. And the last, I will quote from the Eduardo Gualeno. He says that history never says goodbye, but history says see you later.